Your story is interesting. Why don't you just share that with Ken?
Sure. Yes. So briefly, about 10 years ago, I was healthy and active, high stress, but loved my job as a tactical paramedic. I was bodybuilding, and I became paralyzed. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and I was in a wheelchair for a few years. I went into remission, and then when COVID hit, I got COVID, and my symptoms came back. And then with that, a slew of um, other autoimmune disorders. But I was at my worst. I was bedridden, and I wasn't able to take care of myself, shower. My organs were slowly failing. I was at the point where in Canada, the doctors didn't really know what else to do. They had me on the like starting the process for the MAID program, which was the medical assistance in dying. And so we were going to go through that program. But we decided to kind of give healing one last chance. And we moved abroad. I also did a stem cell transplant, but I threw myself into fascial maneuvers as well as part of my healing, um, because I knew too that I needed not just physical healing, but emotional healing as well. And so through everything that I kind of threw myself into, removing toxins from my diet, removing chemicals, eating organic, drinking filtered water, breath work, meditating, grounding, sunlight, fascial maneuvers, the whole thing. I got a new lease on life and a second chance. So that's why I'm so passionate too, to bring
So,
fascial maneuvers to
so
everybody.
it's quite a it's quite a journey. I mean, people. I mean, you see people that are having these diseases, whatever the disease is, or whatever the illness is, or the chronic pain.
Yeah, it got to the point where we had no other options. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people are so desperate and in that situation. I know back in Canada, it's getting to be like that for a lot of people.
It's becoming very regular. I'm hearing a lot of people
Yeah,
using the weed right now.
yeah, yeah. And so I think it just takes giving yourself a second chance as well, and throwing yourself into something even as unconventional as it may sound, for some people, just going into it wholeheartedly with the full faith that knowing that you're going to heal, because the body does have the ability to heal itself. And
Yeah.
so trusting in yourself and trusting in that, you can find healing and you can find peace too at the end of the day.
So, what was the turning point? Like, where's the point where you went from, I'm considering leaving this world medically, to, um, I have a lease on life? Was it a switch that flipped? Was it a day?
Um, it was when the doctors suggested that that was basically my only alternative. I had to really sit with myself, and I did a lot of like meditating on that. And for me, it was a matter of, like, is this it? You know, is this all that is left for me? And there was just something inside of me that just said no, like that there's something else, that there's something more, and that I needed just to take a leap of faith and to give something outside of Western medicine a try, and do it like wholeheartedly, and do it 100%, give myself 100% into it. And so once I kind of realized that I just wasn't going to give up, and I wasn't going to just accept that that was the doctor's like only option for me, I went into it like head first, and I didn't look back.
Mhm.
And since then, I think it cleared a lot of my doubts. It cleared a lot of it really changed my perspective even on myself, because I didn't think that originally that I was strong enough or that I could do it. You know what I mean? And then afterwards, when I realized that the body is capable of healing itself, I realized just how wonderfully powerful we are. And we just really need to tap into that.